Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 in this best of 5 series between MYM SaSe, the Swedish Protoss player who's up one game against Jimpo, the similarly Swedish, though Terran player here in the red and at the 9 o'clock storm position of Shattered Temple here in the Alienware Challenge that took place on Dreamhack Summer 2011, where the winner will be walking away with a beautiful Alienware Aurora super desktop that glows in the dark and is packed with power. However, this is only stage 2 out of 3 stages, so the winner of this series will face SaSe in the final, and indeed that should be an epic series, but we'll just have to see who can be the victor. MYM SaSe took down Jimpo in a much convincing fashion last game, being able to read his opponent accordingly and stop his tried and tested early way of playing StarCraft by putting on a lot of early aggression. We'll have to see if Jimpo switches up his style, because when he played in stage 1 versus Circ player Death Angel, he tried a very similar opening, and that fared very well in those games, but against SaSe, will he be able to do as well, I wonder. Now going for barracks here. Not walling off with it, but neither does SaSe, going for gateway close to his nexus as last time. Not yet going for an early gas as we saw. Scratch that, here it comes. So a similar opening for SaSe, but then again that is fairly standard. Quick gas also for Jimpo, so we see both players doing things we have seen before, and I am curious whether Jimpo will switch it up, because it seemed last game that SaSe was able to read him completely and completely counter him at every step and turn. So will he be doing anything differently, going for a mech play or more harassment based strategy perhaps, one-basing it? We'll have to see, but he needs to do something, I say. Scouting probe now up in his business. Let's see if he tries to gas steal or anything, but considering this matchup, I doubt it. Ooh, nice, he is instead going for a pylon here to block any potential add-ons that Jimpo would like to place. And whether he'll let it finish or not, I don't know, but this means that no tech lab or reactor will be able to be placed here, and since StarCraft 2 is a game of details and small seconds, this could quite significantly delay Jimpo, but of course it also puts SaSe down 100 minerals and supply. So oh, and here comes the gas steal. SaSe is not afraid, is actually quite ballsy. This is borderline rude, I must say, but if he can win with it, then by all means he allows this pylon to finish, and indeed any reactor or tech lab coming out of Jimpo will be much delayed. Meanwhile, the scouting SCV here is up. He will be able to do no gas steals, and cybernetics core already on the way, going for a sentry first, interestingly. And meanwhile, we see Jimpo now going for his fast expansion here immediately. Previously has always built it in his base, now he went straight for it on its actual location, which is slightly less safe of course, but he builds a bunker precisely for that purpose. Now pylons and proxy simulators out of the way, he is going for his reactor, so we'll be seeing quite a lot of marines coming out of Jimpo early. Stalker now following that early sentry, and double gas up for SaSe. So again, he wants gas for shenanigans. Last game he went for quick blink stalkers, and that proved to be quite efficient in holding Jimpo back. Now for a fast expansion of his own, it's quite significantly faster than last game, so we're already seeing differentiations from these two players. 3 barracks now on the way to being fully built and established here in Jimpo's base, so early pressure perhaps, I wouldn't be surprised. 1 bunker up, we'll see if he will attack before SaSe does, but indeed it seems like this game might get a lot more bloody a lot more soon. Here we see a robotic facility going up before any further gateways or anything like that, so will we be seeing quick Colossus or something as obscure as quick Immortals, or just a quick observer to help boost any eventual blink stalkers? I don't know. Second gateway now going up, and I would be surprised if we see anything else than an observer coming out of that robotics facility immediately. Tech Lab on his second barracks, and are we seeing a timing push in the making? Well, not too soon, since he's constructing 2 bunkers to defend his early expansion, and indeed there's that observer, and we got some forces up here, and indeed the first proxy pylon. So true to form, SaSe will continue with the early aggression, but these 3 bunkers should be able to shut it down quite convincingly. Looking at the income tab, they are fairly even, though SaSe is behind, even though he's got in the mineral intake at the very least, even though he's got 4 more harvesters. So they're still in the build-up phase. Let's see what SaSe can accomplish with these forces. Shouldn't be too much though. But again, look at all these SCVs that are here to protect the bunkers. Jimpo might be overcompensating. He's losing a lot of mining time. And these bunkers, well, they are defending against this attack, but I wonder, should he be more aggressive with his economy? Now we see the robotics bay, which used to be called Robotic Support Bay in the Brood War days, so I always want to call it that, going up. So Colossus on the way indeed. Stimpack for Jimpo. I will just have to see whose timing push will be the better one. But Jimpo, he's down 1 game, and he probably feels that SaSe might be a superior strategist, so he will want to make something happen soon. I wouldn't wait too long if I was Jimpo. Ghost Academy now going up, and that we didn't see in the previous game. Oh, and perhaps a bit of a waste of 2 force fields, but 1 dead marauder is always a good thing, though I question the use of double force fields. And again, Jimpo should be wanting to do something very soon here, because SaSe is growing powerful every minute. He is growing more powerful, and he's got he's up 1 game, and he definitely put a lot of fear into Jimpo in the last one, so he should be feeling pretty good about himself. And again, he's got the aggressive advantage, and now he again, due to this observer, will be able to retreat his forces without taking any damage. But indeed, it seems like Jimpo wants to put on some aggression. These are a lot of SCVs going with this push, so this is pretty much all in. I would be surprised if Jimpo can continue this game if he doesn't win straight away with this push, but will he is the question. SaSe don't have too much, but he's got a defender's advantage and great positioning here with his buildings creating a beautiful choke. And now force field's going down, and Colossus will be able to put on a lot of hurt onto these forces, and it seems like Jimpo is retreating all the way. This is what I call indecisiveness. Sure, it would have been suicidal to attack into that choke, most probably, but he should have been able to figure that out before going there. Now he is hopelessly behind, and SaSe is feeling terribly good about himself, and now going for the gold expansion because he knows he is so ahead. He is slightly ahead in supply, yes, but he's miles ahead when it comes to economy. Jimpo knows that as well, so he'll be going for his own gold, but it's too little too late. Looking at the income tab, they look fairly even, but I assure you, those seconds when all those SCVs were not mining put SaSe in a convincing lead, and not just philosophically. He will be able to now build a very strong mid to late game push. We saw concussive shells just now finishing for Jimpo. Meanwhile, we see thermal lands and ground weapons level 1 now being researched, and SaSe can now afford to do whatever he wants. He can go for shenanigans, he can do obscure stuff, but it seems he'll be keeping it fairly standard so far. We're continuing to pump out Colossus surely while going for his 3rd here at the goal, which will be up way sooner than Jimpo, and Jimpo really should be aware of this little shadow following him and take it down. What will his response be? He's already got a Ghost Academy up. He's got as much as 5 barracks with many different add-ons, 2 starports building, and a factory. Sure, why not? He is so far behind, he needs to make something happen. Double Medivac production, and it seems he will... sorry, that is Viking production. And he wants to make something happen for sure. I yet to see any ghosts out now. He's got 1 ghost actually, so that will be able to take down the shields of these opposing forces and even deflect Dark and High Templars quite efficiently, should we see them coming out. I saw a Twilight Council going down somewhere for SaSe, so that will probably result in Blink. No, he goes for Charge upgrade first. He really likes his Charge Zealots, and I must say I do appreciate that. When being aggressive at the front rather than harassing, Charge Zealots are great, because they will quickly get up in the enemy's business, and sure, they will die instantly, but they will give so many free hits to his weaker zealot, rather sentry, stalkers, and indeed colossi. They can attack without being attacked in turn. The zealots will take the damage, and that's a very powerful unit composition indeed. Now going for his third base up here at the safe island does Jimpo. And taking a look here at the unit count, we see one ghost, one very lonely ghost up here, 19 Marines, 17 Marauders, and 7 Vikings. He should probably not be getting many more Vikings. Could that could be just too much? Now getting a bit of a free shot here at those Colossus. That's always nice indeed. This game is far from over, even though Jimpo did that indecisive attack earlier with all his SCVs. Now some scouting Marines will be able to get a good look at things over here. Now a fully saturated gold base. That's exactly what Jimpo did not want to see. 4 Colossus, 12 Zealots, 9 Stalkers, and 5 Sentries. Many more warping in. So looking good for a Swedish Protoss player who's just about to finish his level 2 ground weapons. Meanwhile, only now is Jimpo starting his own level 1 weapons, and what do I see? I see Blink, but I also see a Dark Shrine. He should be placing that more to the back, I think, to keep it as more of a nice secret for Jimpo, but we saw how powerful he was with his Dark Templars in the last game. Going for Hallucination as well, that will be able to either he can just do Scouting Phoenixes with it, 5 more gateways, damn, or he will be able to make fake Colossus to somewhat deflect this Viking armada, and these are quite a lot of Vikings, maybe a bit too much, because again he's only got 5 Colossi. It's a matter of taste, of course, but the more Vikings you have, the less of a ground army you have, and you do want to have both. And I'll say this is borderline too many Vikings, but we'll just have to see what he can do with it. Blink is about to be finished, and I would say that we can expect an attack from Jimpo as soon as he reaches 200, but he will do that at the fairly the same point in time as Jimpo, so we'll see 2 fully maxed armies clash against each other, and it seems like we are getting close to that moment just now. SaSe going out and taking position in the middle of the map, and a potential pincer attack is in the making, but it seems like he is reluctant to switch up his forces. Dark Templars now up in this completely unprotected gold base, no turrets, and soon no more SCVs. Jimpo did nothing to react, but meanwhile there's a battle going on. Sorry for missing that, ladies and gentlemen. Will these Vikings be able to take down the Colossus in time? A fake Void Ray up to take some Viking heat for SaSe's benefit. Now the Colossus are up in front. That's never a good idea, but what the hell? All the Vikings are gone. Quite a lot of Stalkers remain, and will this be able to do the trick? So many force fields, so much damage, and these Dark Templars, well, that's just a GG for Jimpo, who now is down 2 games to SaSe in this best of 5 series, and I must say, it's looking ugly indeed for a Swedish Terran player, Jimpo. SaSe is just able to outplay him, but can he come back? He's got 3 games left and needs to win all 3 in a row. It can be done, we'll just have to see in Game 3, coming right up.